Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic and our Sith Warrior light side playthrough. And I decided, hey, you know what? I didn't really like the previous outfit, so you know what? We're just gonna play a little bit of dress up here. And I decided to get some new items, new weapons as well. And these were on sale, by the way. This whole set is on sale right now for 90% off. And I thought, yeah, you know what? Why not? You gotta, 90% off. I mean, really, how can you say no to that? Anyway, Ghost is here, and he's got a quest.
Nikak agak kip debab, naya amgam baraka ki, manuk maraka naja, ki namabam, yak manala.
There'd better be a point to this.
Nini kanamia, kam ino memnuk, naja naya amkam mimik meraka.
Tell me who's responsible.
Jukaki mem panino, am kabina bek memno kimgam, mem amak kupkap, kramanik, umnu kiga mayamak.
Just tell me where to go.
Memgam gamginia geguan, am nerna hanak, nurilak apajam kamgam, amka nemnang, ampa nemnang memua inok.
Alright, okay, fine. That's actually on the way. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Alright, well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're obviously going to go back this way. I am going to immediately untrack the Balmora quest, though, because otherwise that's going to lead me in the wrong direction, probably. And otherwise, what's going on here? Oh, okay, we can go in this way. Not bad.
Sweet talk me all day, darling. The exchange is moving in on this operation of yours. No amount of sugar gonna change that.
Believe me, you're going to prefer the sugar to the spice. Take one step closer and there'll be 24 Sith surrounding you.
24? That's a dead giveaway, darling. You got none.
One is all she's going to need.
See? Not so smug now, are you, Captain?
So you do got a Sith up your sleeve. Well, we've been trained to take out Sith. Time to flex our muscles.
No one has to get hurt over this.
Unless you're planning on just killing yourself, I beg to differ. Kill the Sith.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. I actually thought that something was going to happen here. I thought that we were going to be able to convince them, but apparently not. That was literally the easiest, fastest fight we've ever had.
You have a flair for dramatic entrances. I probably could have handled that, but I'm grateful for your timing. You're the apprentice Darth Barris prep for me, yes?
You've figured it out.
The obvious is my specialty. That's why I keep petitioning the Darth for a raise. Haladrel sets in. So you're here to take out Lord Rathari. Won't be easy. He usually just appears, devastates, then disappears. You'll have to draw him out. He's been making some major power plays, and disrupting them will get his attention.
Sounds like a plan.
Barris trusts me for a reason. First, Rathari's been strong-arming the Hutt cartel. From what I hear, they're close to signing over some important territories to him. He and his apprentice Giric are in conference with the Hutts at cartel headquarters. If you burst in...
I'd be facing a lot of firepower.
Well, yeah, if you just went in there lightsaber blazing. The cartel is an Imperial ally. Rathari can't just beat on them, he has to play diplomat. Unfortunately, the same applies for you. If things turn violent between you and the Hutts, better if there's no one left to identify you.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Just trying to cover all the options, my lord. Force of habit, working for the Darth. When all this intrigue is over and Rathari is a memory, maybe we can get to know each other better.
We'll see if I'm in the mood.
If killing a Sith Lord doesn't make you feel social, not much will. I've got a shipment of slaves to send out, but I'll be here if you need me. Good luck, my lord.
Oh, she seems nice. Why not? Why not? Let's go for a drink. There we go. Alright, so we can now exit from here. That was a pretty simple endeavor. And I was actually talking about this beforehand, and I was actually thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? I actually really like the way that the missions are designed in SWTOR, because if you look at what has just happened, and you take a look at the map, you see exactly where we arrived. We arrived in a place where this guy was talking to us, and he just immediately goes, hey, you know what? You're going this way? Well, you can do this quest. And then they basically just give you this quest, and then you're able to do it. And it's the same thing for a variety of other areas as well. Because, just think about it. You know, we've literally gone through Korriban, we've gone through, you know, Drummond Cast, and they all have a similar structure in mind. And I feel like they've done a really, really good job of actually providing a, shall we say, an environment where you can actually prosper without wasting your time too dramatically. Yeah, sure, there are definitely going to be moments where you're like, oh no, I can't really be bothered to kill 50 of these guys or whatever. But most of the time, that is actually not even necessary. You know, most of the time you don't even need to do that, you know? You can just basically be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to do the main quest and then I'm out of here, you know, kind of thing. And it's the same thing here, because look at this. Well, all I need to do now is I technically just need to leave, but I don't need to do anything. I can just choose what to do. And I think that's actually one of the main reasons why SWTOR actually does the mission-based systems so much better than a lot of other MMORPGs, because if I think about others, most of the time what you're going to be getting from those is literally just like, okay, you're going to have to go here and you have to kill these many enemies, and that's the quest. That's the actual quest. But in SWTOR, that's not the way it is, because basically there are no kill quests, or very few kill quests. And the kill quests you are going to get are these optional objective things that are basically all to do with just you being in the area at the same time. And it's incidental whether you're able to complete them or not. It's not actually your main objective. It isn't literally like, oh, you need to do that to be able to advance. That's not what's going on. And I actually think that that is a really, really nice way to do it, because otherwise you're going to be forced into doing this annoying stuff where you just have to kill enemies. But it's just so nice to have it as a bonus mission instead of something that is like your main objective. That's just my thoughts on it, at the very least. Obviously, there are definitely going to be moments where SWTOR is not the most respectful of your time, but they give you a quick travel system. Their missions are not dangerous at all when it comes to actually absorbing your effort and time. Sure, there are definitely going to be some, as I say, there are definitely going to be some exceptions to the rule, but on the whole, they are, I don't know, it feels good to just do them, because you can see here, look at this, look at what I'm doing right now. I'm doing the main mission, right? Crushing Blow, that's what I'm doing right now. And all I'm doing is literally running into enemies, slaying them as I would normally, because they're going to be attacking me, of course, and going to the objectives in this area. And I'm not specifically seeking out kills. I mean, I can avoid this as much as I like. Obviously, there are going to be moments where you could probably just avoid these completely if you wanted to. Like, for example, if you were a Sith Assassin right now, you could probably just avoid these entirely, and you wouldn't have to worry about them at all. However, you would then be missing out on some experience and all that wonderful stuff, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know. At the end of the day, it's going to be such a small amount of experience, it's not really going to be, you know, killing you to miss out. But the fact of the matter is, you have very little to lose from doing that. And I mean, you can see here, look at this, these guys right here, they're going to die super easily. They're just going to literally fall before us super fast. Vet is just going to kill them really quickly. And then we are done. And then we can just do this. And that's it. And then we can just go and speak to our next contact. And I barely lost any time with doing that. And I'm gaining experience along the way as well, because you saw exactly what happened. We gained experience from the kill quest that we just incidentally got from being in that area. And that's the reason why I personally think that they have done a great job with the mission design. I haven't actually spoken about this in the past or anything like that, and I always thought that it was a good one. You know, it's a really good one, because it has this additional, respect for your time a little bit more than other things do.
Excuse me, I'm on surveillance duty. The things Hutts do behind closed doors.
This is important. Slicers were selling intelligence reports on the black market. I recovered them.
These are my reports. Well, thank you, my lord. No telling what would happen if these fell into the wrong hands. Wait, these reports are embedded with slicing signatures. This isn't some gang. It's the mark of the Republic's Strategic Information Service.
Are you absolutely certain?
The signatures don't lie. The SIS hid behind the Slicer gang. But why? Maybe to disguise a listening post. Maybe they're listening to us right now. Do you hear me, SIS dogs? The dark side is about to crush your pathetic operation. Isn't that right, my lord?
Of course, whatever you say.
The SIS signatures contain coordinates. Go there. Destroy the listening post. Kill everyone.
I'm not entirely sure if I really agree with this guy, because if you take a look and actually see what's going on in regards to his speech there, because his dialogue contained the rather funny adage of the dark side will crush you or whatever. That isn't really necessarily the case. Not everyone that plays on Imperial side, or at the very least is a part of the the Empire, or, the whatever we are doing right here, not everyone that is on this side is evil or is a servant of the dark side. Sure, maybe the majority are, but not everyone is. So I think that's quite a funny thing to say, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Godoba, please. I have good news.
Do not attempt to dissimulate.
No dissimulation intended. But I wanted you to meet someone. My lord, allow me to introduce the Diplomatic Service's allies on Nar Shaddaa, the Shadow Syndicate.
These creatures, their loyalty is to the Empire.
Their loyalty is to our alliance. Godoba the Hutt, owner of the club Vertica Casino and 5 city sectors. Your ship is docked in his spaceport. Varko Ti, Chomash of the Nar Shaddaa Labor Alliance. There are no better slavers in the galaxy.
A pleasure.
And last, DXTX, primary hub of the DX Annihilator network.
Your destructive prowess is respectable. Negotiations permitted.
Together, they represent key powers. Yukabi and the Exchange could have joined them, but thanks to your strike, we needn't worry about the Exchange anymore.
Some insects keep crawling after being stomped.
You may be more right than you know. This woman has lied to you.
What?
She has blundered where many upstarts blundered before. And now, we all pay the price.
What makes Yukabi so great a threat?
I'm sure they're exaggerating the situation.
He's preparing an army of Stimenhad's killers and cybernetically linked assassins. Detonite droid production has increased.
Ah, very well. If Yukabi won't learn his lesson, then the Empire can handle his dying blows.
Quiet. You've caused plenty of trouble already.
My sources report Exchange death squads on the move. As you destroyed his assets, he'll destroy ours. The promenade, factories, slave pens. Yukabi is drawing energy for his chemical enhancement facilities. He augments soldiers for battle. He must be stopped now.
I'm not a strategist. Your recommendation, my lord?
We can't let Exchange death squads roam freely. How do we intercept them?
Exchange has a private landing pad. Intercept the death squads, destroy their ships, and maybe...
I'll alert our forces here and keep the Shadow Syndicate in line. We can discuss this when you return.
Yeah, alright, okay, fine. Yeah, that's quite funny, actually. Alright, so, yeah, anyway, let's just do a little bit of something here. Just gonna equip this, or not, as the case may be, because apparently they don't want me to equip it. And there we have it. Alright, so that's nice. Now, yeah, alright, so there was actually something about that conversation that I wanted to touch upon, and now I've forgotten what I wanted to say. Isn't that a classic? Yeah, okay. Well, there's actually a mission terminal right there. I'm not sure if I want to take any heroic missions right now. It would be probably pretty good for me to do so. Wait, it's just one. It's literally just one. Alright, yeah, that seems pretty easy. Okay, let's do it. And we need to get, what? Surveillance devices in this area? And we need to defeat beast handlers. Alright, well that should be... surely that's easy enough, right? Alright, so I basically completed the side mission here, and we're now just about to, well, the optional objective, which was to kill 10 SIS agents. What, that was it? Really? Oh, come on. I wanted a conversation. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, what a classic. It's one of those things again. It's literally like, oh yes, I really would like to have a conversation in this moment in time. And then, of course, there isn't. And then, of course, you know, that's exactly what happens. Anyway, doesn't really matter. We are in a situation now where we can go forward, and there are many things for us to do. I did the mission terminal thing to handle the beast trainers, and that was pretty easy, as you might expect. Just had to pick up some things. I kind of hope I'm going to be able to get by these guys without getting killed. Sneaky mode engaged. Look at that. That was actually pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Some of the time, it's just absolutely impossible to sneak by these guys, but thankfully, this time around, it's okay. Oh yeah. And now we have to kill some of these kill squads. Obviously, that's pretty simple. There we go. Nice and easy. I cannot actually wait until we get lightsaber throw, or whatever it's called, right? Lightsaber throw or something? I think that could be really fun. Actually, wait a minute. Do I need to kill more of these? Let me actually just see. Maybe. I don't think so. I think it's incidental, so I mean, it is a part of the main quest, but this is another one of those times where I think it is actually quite respectful of your time, because it's basically being like, you know, you're gonna probably kill this amount anyway as you're making your way through the area. And that's obviously a thing that you have to bear in mind as well. You know, there's always going to be someone or something standing next to your objective. And if they incorporate that into the quest itself, you can see here exactly what happens. Super nice and simple that we were able to just, boom, do that, and we don't even have to worry about it. You know? Really nice. Wait a minute, what's, oh, wait a minute. This way? Aha, there we go. Alright, that's where I have to be. I'm being shot by something? What am I being shot by? Oh, what? Okay, apparently there's something coming after us. I have no idea what. But this is actually going to finish off the quest for me, I think. Which is going to be quite nice. So let's just get this. There we go. Okay, that did not finish off the quest, unfortunately. Okay. Did you see that? The bleed that I had on me literally interrupted my my interaction with that. Okay, there we go. We did it. Fantastic. Nice and easy. Alright, so we've returned, and Officer Keeling is right here.
I was successful.
I know. I intercepted their listening post's final transmissions. Got some Republic secrets. Even heard their dying screams. Twice now you've saved intelligence, and I won't forget it. Now if you'll excuse me, surveillance duty calls.
You have made an unforgivable mistake. You began this conflict. All our businesses suffer. Now you all die.
Okabe, I've been waiting to meet you a long time.
The attacker. You eliminated my death squads, but my facilities create supreme soldiers with every passing minute. I have killed your kind before, Sith. I will again.
It
It looks bad, I know, but I've been working on a strategy.
Tell me what's next.
Our guards captured a few of the gangsters. The exchange is based in the tunnels running under this sector. Maybe now's the time to push. Wipe them out, their leaders, along with Yukabi.
The DX Annihilator Network approves. Perhaps. I think I speak on behalf of the Shadow Syndicate when I ask, with due respect, can this be done?
Your syndicate is comprised of the most powerful people on Nar Shaddaa. Your lives are worth a lot.
You'll have to take out the members of Yukabi's inner circle. All of them are cybernetically enhanced.
Custom-built masterworks, equal to a dozen Mandalorian warriors.
When they're dead, proceed to Yukabi's chambers. Do whatever you have to do.
Alright, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so we do get some terrible things. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's not actually going to be that useful, but yeah, I actually remembered what I wanted to say in the previous conversation. Because if you recall, I said, oh yes, I think I've forgotten what I was about to say now. And, well, what that was is that DXTX, you know, he's a droid, right? Why is he doing all these human-like movements? I find that quite funny. Maybe he's just trying to be personable or something like that. Who is this? The first casualty. I don't know whether I want to do that quest. I don't really like talking to droids. No offense. But yeah. Anyway, gonna make our way over to Yukabi's headquarters. Aha! So we already have a lieutenant right here. He's a firebomber, so I'm going to assume there's going to be a lot of fire on the floor here if he actually survives longer than 2 seconds, because we got Vet here, and she obviously just absolutely obliterates pretty much anything. And, well, we're already on the 2nd level already. That is just insanely fast. And we do have another incidental quest as well, which is going to be super quick to do too. I actually wonder whether I should focus on actually completing that, or whether I'm going to be able to complete it just generally as it stands. As you can see, Vet just stuns this guy, does so much damage, basically preventing me from taking any damage too, which is also fantastic. This is a really nice way to go about things. I actually do need to turn off a certain setting in the options menu. There is a setting that actually allows automatic target acquisition to enemies in front of you, so you don't have to tab target or select them or whatever, and you can basically just attack. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really like that much, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to turn that off because it's actually messed with my own specific way of wanting to attack things, because sometimes I like to target a specific enemy because the enemy is dangerous or easy or whatever at the time, and unfortunately well, some of the time it's just better just to get that out of the way, you know. Some of them, yeah, it's just like, it's just doing it sometimes a bit too wrong for my liking, and I prefer to do it the way that I like. But anyway, we're here, the holo terminal is ready.
My lord, are you there, my lord? It's Mora Vizon.
You've got me. Proceed.
This is an emergency! The exchange is attacking! Yukabi is here! Someone's sold us out. Get back as soon as you can. We can't hold them.
Oh, I see. Okay, get back as soon as you can. Okay, so now, okay. I'm gonna say something now about, you know, the game respecting your time. Obviously, here's the thing, right? If you are someone that doesn't have fast travel, I'm not entirely sure whether playing as a free-to-play player you have access to this unlimitedly, or whether there is some kind of cooldown, or whether you need to, I don't know, unlock things more often. But if you take a look here and I just go boom, I can literally just do that. And from my perspective, this is not a waste of time. But if you had to run back, imagine you had to run all this way back, because this is where his hideout is, right? You see on my map here, this is where his hideout is, and I had to run all the way along these roads here. Now, imagine you had to do that, going there and then coming back. That would feel like a huge annoyance. But with the quick travel system, obviously that is not the case. But as I say, I don't know whether free-to-play players have to deal with that, or whether there's something else going on there. But I don't know. It very much depends. For me personally, obviously I'm subscribed, so it's very much up to you. And obviously you can subscribe once, and then you become a preferred player, and so you have slightly higher, I don't know, slightly higher benefits than someone that hasn't subscribed ever. So it might be an idea just to do that. But anyway, let's see what Yukabi has for us.
What shall it be? Does one die? Do both?
You horrible worm.
You are both wretched, and now you here to rescue the woman and the traitor. I am Ukabi.
I'm giving you one chance. Step away from those two. Now.
No. Look upon my body. Cortosis skin grafts. Intravenous colto injection system. Holographic targeting array. You are only mortal. I will always prevail.
Oh. Okay. A bit of a weird one. Bit of a weird one for me personally. Not entirely sure why he would want to attack a Sith. I guess he did say that he has fought Sith beforehand, and it's pretty obvious that he thought he was going to be achieving victory, but he was mistaken.
I don't think he's getting up. Colto injections can't restore a dead man. Don't you dare talk. You brought him here. You tried to get me killed.
Padova, what do you have to say?
Maybe, but you made the call to Ukabi.
Defy this woman, and you defy the greatest power in the galaxy.
How dare you?
Your wealth and power are worthless.
I'd like him alive, if you would. He's a powerful creature, and he may still serve a purpose. Besides, I'd like to hold him as an example before the Shadow Syndicate. And you, my lord, I am eternally grateful for your aid. This business has taken far too much of your time.
Now that Ukabi and the Shadow Syndicate are dealt with, what next?
The war against the Exchange will continue, but our focus can move to other enemies. Thank you again for your assistance, and when Nar Shaddaa finally falls to the Empire, we'll remember the role you played.
Alright, there you go. And they're gonna give me some of these terrible things yet again. Okay, yeah, let's not even bother. Let's not even bother with getting those. Okay, so that's it. We're done. And well, I mean, who? No offense right now, but who did not see the Hutt and those other guys, you know, basically betraying everyone? They are always gonna do that kind of thing. It's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm now going to make my way back to the Corellian sector over there, because I do have to take another taxi. But that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.